Well, welcome back to Notre Dame Day. I'm Christine Karsten. Our next guest is Nell Jessup Newton, the Dean of the Notre Dame Law School. She's a leading scholar of American Indian law, especially as that it intersects with federal constitutional and property law. She's also director of the National Association of Law Placement Foundation and is a life fellow of the American Bar Foundation and the Connecticut Bar Foundation. Dean Newton, welcome to Notre Dame Day. How are you?
Thanks so much, Christine. It's great to be here as always.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. I want to ask you real quickly, recap some of the events the law school has been doing during this academic year.
Well, it's been a great year. It's my 7th as Dean of the Law School, and I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
But starting off the top with not one but 2 Supreme Court justices visiting the school is pretty good. Justice Sotomayor in the fall and Justice Alito in the spring. That was a really great year for us. Also in the Shamrock series, we did a sort of reenactment of the Boston Massacre.
Wow.
With one of our judge alumni judging the last argument of the parties with 2 students arguing, and it was a packed courthouse.
Wow.
Really a great event. In addition, we got an Internal Revenue Service grant to start a new clinic, the Low Income Taxpayer Clinic. And our Intellectual Property and Patent Law Clinic received the first patent that the students got all on their own. So it was really a great year.
Well, you guys have been busy both inside and outside the law school this year. Talk to us a little bit about some of those highlights from those activities you've had.
Well, you know, talking about our faculty have been very active both internally and outside of the law school. So internally, of course, they're wonderful teachers, but they're nationally known and often asked to serve, to take public service roles. So for example, both Bill Kelly and Amy Barrett were asked by the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court to serve on a important sort of federal rules committees where they come up with the rules for lawyers arguing in various of the federal courts. Douglas Castle was a key participant in peace talks that ended a decades-long civil war in Colombia.
Wow.
And was a key member of that. And then Professor Judy Fox was appointed to the advisory committee for the new Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And that's just a few things that our faculty were up to in the last year.
Yeah, you're not busy, right?
No, not busy at all.
Well, I understand that you have a new professor joining your team.
We do.
Who is she? Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, this is a young woman who's an Indiana native, which maybe is one of the reasons we got her, because Mom and Dad live down the road in Valparaiso. But her name is Mara Stith McCloud, and Mara went to Harvard undergraduate, a pretty good school, not Notre Dame, but decent.
Yeah.
After that, she spent a year with Mother Teresa in Calcutta, of all things, and then decided to go to law school and went to Yale Law School. After law school, she clerked for the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals and then served as a clerk for the United States Supreme Court for Justice Clarence Thomas. So that's about as good a resume as you can get, and she'll be teaching criminal law courses at the law school beginning in the fall.
When you have to hire someone else eventually, how do you beat that?
I know, it's going to be very hard. She's going to be a hard act to follow.
Well, let's talk about the future a little bit. What's in store for you guys? Any fun events coming up?
Well, yesterday was deposit day for our students, and we're going to welcome another amazing class of students. And of course, students is why we exist, and we get the most wonderful kids. So I'm always very excited about that. I'll be teaching some of them contracts next fall, so I really have a chance to get to know them. To me, that's the biggest thing that's coming up. In addition, we will have another Supreme Court justice visit in the early fall, but unfortunately I can't say who that is. A rather notorious person, but somebody very, very well known. She's very well known on the court, so we're very excited about that. In addition, we're looking forward to continuing to build our externship programs so our students can work 4 days a week in the law departments, in public agencies, and nonprofits, and get a lot of practical training in Chicago, London, South Bend, and Washington, D.C. So we're really building up those programs for next year as well.
It sounds so exciting. We're going to have to keep our tabs on you a little bit as we go through the year.
Well, we look forward to it.
Thanks so much for joining us
Thank you,
today.
Christine.
All right.